The Galactic Council had seen many things in its 12,000 years of operation. They had witnessed the rise and fall of empires, negotiated peace between species that communicated through bioluminescent pulses and subsonic rumbles, and once mediated a trade dispute involving sentient gas clouds. But nothing, absolutely nothing, had prepared them for humanity's children. Nemi and Jorak, two human cubs barely reaching the knee joints of most council species, had been aboard the station for exactly 47 standard hours. In that time, they had already caused 3 diplomatic incidents, accidentally discovered a food combination that the Othari now considered a delicacy, and somehow befriended a Class 7 industrial sanitation unit. Ambassador Threlix watched through his compound eyes as the 2 small humans raced down Corridor 19 Alpha, their high-pitched vocalizations echoing off the sterile walls. Behind them, hovering at precisely their running height, came Unit S-447, a cylindrical cleaning bot designed for hazardous waste removal, now adorned with what appeared to be colorful adhesive strips and hand-drawn facial features. "This is unprecedented," Threlix muttered to his aide, his mandibles clicking in distress. "That unit cost 40,000 credits. It's supposed to be cleaning the methane processing sectors, not playing with juvenile life forms." The aide, a younger Qatari named Sez, tilted her head thoughtfully. "The humans call it Sparkles now, Ambassador. Unit S-447 no longer responds to its designation code." Threlix felt his primary stomach churn. It had started innocently enough. The human diplomat, Commander Sarah Chen, had brought her daughter Nemi and nephew Jorak to the station during the intercession break. Childcare facilities were standard on council stations, sterile educational pods where juvenile beings could be safely contained while adults conducted interstellar business. But human children, as the council was rapidly discovering, did not do well with safe containment. Nemi, the elder of the 2 at 9 standard years, had immediately identified the flaw in the station's automation protocols. She had noticed that the cleaning bots followed predictable patrol patterns, responding to dirt, debris, and biological contamination. So naturally, she had tested a hypothesis. What if a cleaning bot encountered a mess that kept moving? She'd spilled her juice pouch in the corridor. Unit S-447 had dutifully arrived to clean it. Then Nemi had picked up the pouch and moved 3 meters away, squeezing out another drop. S-447 had followed. And again. And again. Jorak, 7 years old and possessing what Commander Chen apologetically called an engineer's curiosity, had taken it further. He discovered that the bots had rudimentary learning algorithms. If you patted their chassis in a certain rhythm while they cleaned, they registered it as positive feedback. Do it enough times, and they began seeking out that feedback source. Within 24 hours, Unit S-447 had imprinted on the children like a Terran duckling. "The bot thinks they're its primary maintenance technicians," explained Engineer Voss, a human stationed on the technical deck, barely suppressing a grin. "See, kids that age are constantly messy. Crumbs, spills, sticky fingerprints. To S-447, they're both the perfect job and the perfect boss. It's following its core programming, stay near the contamination source and await approval from supervisors." Ambassador Threlix did not find this amusing, but the council had learned something important during those 47 hours. You could not simply reprogram Unit S-447. The first time they'd tried, Nemi had cried, not the manipulative tears of a scheming juvenile, but genuine distress at her friend being taken away. Jorak had stood beside her, small fist clenched, and declared that Sparkles was part of our crew now. And here was where humanity's true nature revealed itself. Commander Chen had not ordered her children to stop. Instead, she'd filed an official requisition to purchase Unit S-447 outright from the station, at full market price plus a 20% inconvenience fee. She'd submitted a maintenance protocol showing how the children would ensure S-447 fulfilled its duties, while also spending time with them. She'd even included a schedule. The Qatari counselors had been baffled. The Ilthari had called it illogical. The Vreen had simply stated that humans were exhaustingly persistent. But Ambassador Threlix, who had studied Earth's history more thoroughly than most, understood. Humans didn't just befriend other humans. They befriended everything. Their ancient ancestors had befriended wolves, turning them into thousands of varieties of dogs. They'd befriended plants, animals, even microscopic bacteria that helped them digest food. There were records of humans forming emotional bonds with objects, ships, vehicles, weapons, tools. A cleaning bot never stood a chance. On the 48th hour, Threlix made his decision. He approved the requisition. Unit S447, now officially nicknamed Sparkles in the station registry, would remain with Nemi and Jorak for the duration of their stay. In exchange, the children had agreed to help Sparkles clean 3 corridors each day and teach the bot new tricks that actually enhanced its functionality. Within a week, Sparkles was the most efficient cleaning unit on the station. Nemi had optimized its patrol routes. Jorak had jury-rigged an attachment system that let it carry small items for people. Other children, Qatari cubs, Ilthari juveniles, even a young Vreen, had begun following Nemi and Jorak around, hoping to interact with the friendly bot. The council's xenopsychologists were furiously taking notes. This, Threlix realized, was humanity's true strength. Not their warriors or their weapons, not their science or their ships. It was this: their absolute refusal to see anything as merely a tool. Their insistence on connection, on friendship, on finding common ground with the universe around them. They had weaponized kindness, and it was terrifyingly effective. As he watched Nemi and Jorak race past his office again, Sparkles humming contentedly behind them, Ambassador Threlix composed his report to the Greater Council. Recommendation: any species attempting conflict with humanity should first consider that these beings befriend their cleaning equipment. Imagine what they would do with our battle drones. He marked it urgent and sat back, mandibles clicking in what might have been the Qatari equivalent of a smile. The galaxy would never be the same.